I have got the cavalry over here as well, of course, and the idea of the cavalry is that we're going to go round. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the top right now at the map up there. The horse are denoted by the triangular blue shapes, my horse are. So I'll move them round to the side and attack from there as well. I've put a horse behind these infantry here on the left because obviously I want to charge him in the flank, but also I wanted a bit of a defence for the infantry as well. So I wanted something that was perhaps going to deter him from simply turning his entire force and attacking that way until I'd got my main force into position. Well, it looks like it's going to take some time to get these guns up here, so I'm going to speed this forward a little bit. Otherwise you're waiting too long for it, aren't you? So if anything happens, you know, I'll restart the game, bring you back into it rather than restart the battle so that you can see what's happened. But I suspect that he's going to remain in that position now for quite some time. Okay, we're just about to start the Battle of Marseille. My troops ended up looking at the top right map, the top right square there, somewhere down here, but I was given a sort of like a U shape around here that I could form up in. So I've got 3 infantry units over on the left hand side, supported by 2 lots of cavalry on the left flank there, so that we can hit him in the flank. He hasn't moved all the time. We've moved from here into position here, or from here into position here. And if you remember, my artillery wasn't able to come on at the beginning of the battle. It had to come on as reinforcements because we weren't able to land artillery and move it in the same turn in order to attack Marseille. And I do really want to take it this turn if it's possible. So here are my unicorns just drawing themselves up into position here. I have my what are they? My Jaegers in the front here. I am hoping really to build up some chevrons for my infantry. So these are the ones that have attacked Sardinia quite recently. I would have thought they'd have built up more chevrons than they have, because it was a fairly successful battle really against them there. So really I think it might be worth me sending my cavalry in to destroy the enemy next time, or indeed just do a bayonet charge and just keep up the bayonet charge all the way. The idea is it's worth losing troops in order to gain chevrons. If I don't lose too many, I might then be able to well, I ought to then be able to replenish them with or reinstate their numbers within only 1 turn. And if I can do that, then I should be able to effectively defend Marseille from a French attack. I don't suspect that behind the lines the French are going to have more than 1 army that they're going to be able to launch against me. Well, we're almost there now. The guns you can see are on the way over to there. Well, that's the artillery now in place, or they ought to be in place. Yes, they are. So if I unlimber those now and start their fire, I'm going to fire at one of the right-hand centre units, perhaps this one here. You see, the instant I unlimber them, see what he does? He started to move right away, the instant that I did that. So let's get these chaps here moving into position. They're the ones that I've put on the flank over here. I do want those there to be able to cause some damage. I'm going to get my the rest of my infantry moving forward as well, of course, while he's reorganising himself or doing whatever he's doing. And we'll leave the cavalry to, not the cavalry, sorry, the artillery to continue as normal. So I'll just move those a little bit further forwards. I don't quite know what he's playing at, to be honest with you. I really don't. But anyhow, let's see what we can do. He should be losing now to the artillery. Should be taking some casualties off him. Yes, there's 107 in that unit. I think you probably just noticed there. We can still reach him even when he's there. He's going to have to go quite a long way back to avoid my artillery, if that's his intention. I'm going to keep my flanking unit in position because I rather like the idea of being able to hit him in the flank there. Certainly before he gets to the town. Well, whereabouts are we now? We're here, aren't we? So, aha! Looks like he's already formed himself there, doesn't it? So let's rush those around a bit. He's firing at me first before I'm able to fire at him. So let's get these chaps here moving forward again. Just a little forward, just far enough to be able to take out those troops there. So I'm hoping that these chaps here... Oh dear, looks like one of them... Two of them can fire and one of them can't. So that's not very acceptable. So I'm just going to bring those round. Add another unit to the fire there against these chaps here. Okay. Right, well my Jaegers should be making a complete mess of his troops there. And it certainly looks as though they are. Now I'm told my Jaegers don't get hit if they're in skirmish order and they're forward of the line. 89 there, I'm hoping that doesn't mean my own troops have hit them. 86 there, and 87 there. I would suggest that would mean that that I do hit my own troops, which is not very good, is it really? So let's get the Jaegers back. Now all they're going to do is cause damage to themselves. I'm going to get them to fill up this hole here. I'm going to get them to do that fairly quickly if I can. Actually no, we're going to get them to move back to here and do that fairly quickly, because it looks as though he might be intent on getting some action across here. So we've got 3 firing over at 101, 115 and 120. Looks like we've lost 20 odd or so, and he's lost 40 odd or so. So we are doing better, but nothing like as well as really I think we ought to be doing there. He's on 67 there, and he's now going, which is good. So I'm going to take those Jaegers out of that formation, so that they're not part of that overall line, so that I can advance my line and engage his infantry again there. So I suspect those troops that he's brought in to attack me there are the ones that my artillery was hitting. It's not a very nice trick of his where, as I've explained before, oh right, it looks like he's entering into my range anyway, so I don't need to advance any further that way. That's good, isn't it? So let's get these filling up this gap, as I said before. Gosh, what a mess they're in. Why on earth are they in such a bad shape? Oh, it's formed into a group. I didn't want those in a group. Right. Looks like he's decided to go in there, doesn't it? That's ridiculous. Down to 97 there. Crazy. Come on, you're fighting militia. This is ridiculous. Just take him out. Take him out and have done with it. He's probably done that, like I said before, because that's the one that my artillery are targeting. And he thought, yes, we can get his guns to hit his own men at the same time. Pretty dastardly trick, that one, hey? Right, let's get these into position here as well. Run them along, they should be doing some damage. 103 there and 76. We do kill more of his, but we do take losses, don't we? We really do. More losses than I would really be expecting to take. Looks like we're following somebody off the field there, which doesn't make a great deal of sense. I think what I'll do actually is form those up along there. There. Do that fairly quickly. Take them off firing. They're taking some fire from these chaps here, aren't they, really? That's what the problem there is. So we've now got 2 along here firing at his. And they can't quite reach. He is pretty smart about things like that, so you do have to watch for that. Okay. Right, there he goes. He's gone there. He's going here. I think these should be within range. Yes, they are. All 3 of those should really be taking out the flank of those infantry there. I think now is the time I'm going to send everybody chasing, because like I said, the whole idea of this is to build chevrons, which is what we're going to do. Let's limber the gun up before I do any more of that. Now those that get too far away, they're the ones that I'm going to hit with the cavalry, of course. And this is the fall of Marseille you're watching here now.